Here to talk about some lightsabers and some cosplay once anybody gets here. That is a snazzy t-shirt. You look good, Rach. Thank you. That's what we're talking about, this and amongst other things. Yeah, I got another Luke. Got another Luke. You can't have too many Lukes. Oddly enough, this is the third one that I've owned, but it's only the only one that I currently have. So. I buy Lukes, I sell Lukes. Welcome, whoever got here. I'm not sure who you are. We're talking lightsabers, and we're talking cosplay. I got some new stuff, and I just wanted to share it with y'all, because that's what I like to do. Share. I like to share. Who's here? Sound off, man. Put it in the comments. Man or woman, whichever you may be. So, this is what we're mainly talking about. Well, this is the lightsaber portion that we're talking about. A little bit of an unboxing for this. I will have a review later on this week for this. This is, I believe, the most affordable Luke Skywalker NeoPixel lightsaber out there. So this is from a company called Super Neo X. They are a TXQ reseller, and this is basically their stunt Luke, so it's kind of the Luke saber without the box on it, but you can get this thing for less than $200 NeoPixel if you use the code Darth Rage. Code Darth Rage will get you 8% off, and I want to say it's like $212, so do yourself a favor. You know you want this. You know you want this saber. It's got all the works, the fun stuff, gesture controls. It comes preloaded with like the 20-something fonts on here. Real easy to use. It is a one-button setup. It's got that, you know, ganky light there in the middle, but hey, you can't help that. You can't help that. So we've got this to talk about. We've also got I got this from a company called Cheoran Bai. These guys, you know, I reached out to them and they said, hey, pick a boot, any boot. Cheoran Bai Cosplay, but it's cheoranbai.com. Cheoran, I believe, means excellent in Chinese. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it means excellent. And yeah. So my old Anakin boots, I didn't actually get them to be Anakin boots, although they were Anakin boots. They were Anakin Episode 2 boots, which is more, it's a lighter brown color. And then I took this part here off of them, and that's kind of what I use for my regular Jedi boots. Then when I got the Anakin costume, I started using it for those, but they're not exactly, you know, they weren't exactly accurate. They weren't the right color. It didn't quite do it, but yeah, these, I'm gonna have a full review of these next week, and yeah, like under 50 bucks. I love the shape. They've got the correct shape of Anakin's boot, because Anakin's boot flares out like that. Full review of these, under $50, Anakin Skywalker cosplay boot. So, what's up, Bryson's Build? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then the other thing that I want to share, you know, briefly, and then I won't be doing a review on this for in probably another couple weeks. I'm going to Disney next week, so probably won't review this next one, probably like 2 weeks. But I went ahead and did a thing, kind of revealed this in the last one. So y'all may or may not know, I will have fun. Disney is like a home away from home. So I recently got the Fallen Order, the Cal Kestis from CX Sabers. It's a Profi NeoPixel version. And like I do with a lot of these things, I got the saber, and I thought, why not get the cosplay? So yes, I have a Cal Kestis cosplay now. So I won't put it all on, but I'll give you a taste of it. What's up, CT7557? I am CT18175 in the 501st Legion. CT18175. 18175. So yeah, got the cowl, and I do love this cosplay. This is a fun one to play around with. And yeah, I do have a poncho. With a poncho too. So yeah, I'm excited about pulling this one out and kind of playing around with this. I had fun. So when I originally bought my Anakin wig, I bought two of them because I didn't know really which color I wanted to use. And you know, there's no reason for me to have two Anakin wigs. So I took one of the Anakin wigs and I trimmed it and I made myself a little Cal Kestis wig. Not quite ginger enough, I think, but you know, it gets the point across. But I made myself a little cow wig. I think I missed my calling. I should have been a hairstylist. Seriously. Seriously. 3D printer, yeah. Oh, Iron Man. Yeah, I mean, I love watching frankly built stuff on that. That would scare the crap out of me trying to build an Iron Man. There's just too many questions for me on that. But yeah, I've seen lots of them and they've made lots of really good suits. I wish I knew more about kind of electronics and making the hinges and stuff on that. I might try something like that. But yeah, have fun with that, man. Have fun with that. How much did the 501st suit cost me? So that one, the armor kit itself is around $800. The helmet kit was like $200. That's $1,000 there. Undersuits probably $50. Neck seal another $50. Boots $150. So what, $300. Gloves $25, and then maybe $200 in paint and materials. So all told, probably about $1,500. And then my Cody was about the same. I didn't have to buy. I just reused all of the undersuit, the boots, the gloves. So I didn't have to repurchase any of that stuff. But I did have to get all of the accessories, the jetpack. He's got a special band on the arm there, a little commander badge, and the helmet was expensive with all the accessories on it. So yeah, it's about that. Way to go, dude. 60 subs. 60 subs. Yeah, this doing 501st quality stuff gets really expensive. If you're wanting to do something that is film accurate, and I'm saying film accurate because, you know, I'm not going to say anything negative about it, but yeah, I mean, it's film accurate, but these things, they look different episode to episode, movie to movie, film to film. So film accurate, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, to do something like this, it does get really expensive. You know, then the things like some of my costumes, like this cowl, that costs like $100. So I'll do, you know, expensive things like that, but then I'll also play around with stuff that you just buy off the shelf, you know. The most expensive one is probably, it's going to either be that or Cody, one of those two. And that's just, again, because the kit to put that together, you buy, it's an ABS, vacuum formed ABS kit. And, you know, it's like between that and the belt and the helmet, the kit to do all those, you know, you're looking at well over $1,000 investment just for that. And that's not including any of the materials or paints or anything like that that goes into it. So that's why, you know, I do commissions, and I've done full armor commissions, and I'm happy to do full armor commissions. But anytime anybody reaches out to me about one, that's pretty much the first thing that I'll tell them is, you know, look, you're going to spend, it cost me $1,500 to build this for me. So you're going to spend at least $2,500 to do this, you know, because you're still going to spend the same $1,500 I did, and then you're going to pay me $1,000 to do it. So I would absolutely recommend anybody who's wanting to do that kind of thing, just pick it up and do it yourself. I learned how to do everything that I did while I was doing that. It's really hard to make a mistake you can't fix. And when you have these things, shit's gonna break on them all the time, and you're gonna want to know how to fix it yourself. So you'll learn everything that you need to know while you're building it. So while I'm happy to do commissions, I highly recommend that if you're wanting to do a suit of armor, that you build it yourself. Yeah, the those are absolutely a little more expensive, and you know, a little. I think they're a little cooler. Let me grab my Cody helmet. Let's see what we got over here. So yeah, this was $150 helmet kit. So this is a resin cast helmet, and it came in a bunch of different pieces. You know, these two fins were separate. The visor's separate. That was separate on the side, so I had to sand minimally with a resin one, sand it down, cut out the place where the visor's here, and cut out the aerator holes on the frown, and then paint it yourself. So this itself, $150. So you're looking at, and that's $150 and it's not finished. You know, you're looking at a lot of money if you're wanting to do something that is accurate, you know, and you could probably get a 3D printed version of this for $100, you know, but yeah, it gets expensive. Shit gets really expensive. Yeah, you know, helmets, and that's the other thing too. I would always suggest anybody that's wanting to get into this, do a helmet first. A lot of the same techniques that you use building a helmet are what you would do to build a full cosplay, full armor, whatever that is. And YouTube is your friend. You know, I've got build playlists for all of the cosplays that I build, and I learned pretty much everything I did from watching YouTube. So, no, I don't have any ARC Trooper helmets. The only clone, I've got 3 clone helmets. I got the 501st, it's back there. You can see the bottom of the 332nd.
Power off.
Sorry, the lightsaber just powered off. Bottom of the 332nd there, and then I've got the Cody helmet over there. I might do another one. I don't know. You know, it's by far my favorite helmet style. By far my favorite helmet style. I've got a couple Mandos, Bo, Boba, got an Ant-Man back there, and I got a Kylo. And that's, I think, all I've got helmet-wise right now. So. So yeah, this review, again, coming up on, I think I've got it, going to post on Friday. So this is a SNV4, let me turn it back on.
Power on.
Which is TXQ's version of the Xenopixel. What's my least liked costume? Oh, I mean, there's some that I hardly ever wear, you know. I hardly ever wear the Luke that I've got. I don't wear my Jedi one a lot. You know, ironically, probably as much as I love the costume, it's the one I have the most problems with would be the Mando. I just need to kind of rework the way that I have the chest Velcroed on there. So that's probably the least liked one that I have as far as just everyday use. I think it looks awesome and it's really fun to wear, but it just ends up, you know, typically when I'm shooting. So when I shoot transition videos and stuff like that for these shorts that I do, I like to do about, you know, 10, 15 of them at a time. Where I get dressed up and, you know, I can knock 10 of them out in an hour and then, you know, don't have to do any more that week. But when I'm doing the Mando one, it's like halfway through, I'll have to stop everything, take off the helmet, take off the shoulder bells, get the chest readjusted, put the shoulder bells back on. So it's kind of frustrating like that. You know, I think my favorite is Cody right now. I just love that armor. The armor looks, and he's actually in a crate right over there. And then probably Deadpool. I really like putting that on. And that one, you know, I just bought that from Pro Cosplay. I've made a couple little adjustments to it, but it's like a $200 suit. You know, and that's just a fun one to wear. You know, has nothing to do with Star Wars, but it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, I got a lot of cosplays. You know, started with, I guess, the Jedi. Then I did a Luke. Started building the 501st Clone Trooper. Did that in the 332nd. Did the Mando. Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Deadpool, Anakin, Cal Kestis now, Kylo. Kylo was one of my early ones too. So yeah, I need to do like a transition video. It's got them all in there. That would be kind of fun. That would be kind of fun. So let's take a little look at this one and see what we got. Some of the fonts that are on this. Again, it's a fun lightsaber.
Anakin.
Anakin. Hammer. I like Jesse. I like 5s. Jesse's probably be one of my. And for me, it's more because they personality-wise, you know, I like a lot of the clones, but for me, it's more of a what is the coolest looking armor, you know. And so I think I'd probably like pick Jesse's for that. I just, you know, I really dig his armor. I love a realistic. I'd love to do a realistic ARC Trooper. Not sure if I would want to do an animated one, honestly, to be honest. The animated clones or as I call them, cartoon clones. They're not my favorite. They're just not my favorite. But to each their own. Yeah, it's going to be more expensive when it's about clones, simply because if you're dealing with a full armor set like that, there's no way to make that cheap. The helmets, I mean, I guess, you know, Hasbro makes an all right one, and, you know, hate on Hasbro all you want. Those, you know, they offer you a good priced helmet for what they do, so, yeah, clones are fucking expensive, man. And they're oddly not expensive if you think about it. There's, you know, they mass produce them.
Power on.
There we go. Lightsaber. Take it easy, Adolf. I enjoyed having you, sir. Thank you for being here.
Ayla Sakura.
Ayla Sakura.
Depa-Balaba.
I don't know why they include those two fonts. If anybody really knows what Depa-Baloba's lightsaber sounds like, come on. Come on. Be good, sleep well.
Kenobi.
Thank you, Final Samurai. Samurai. I appreciate it. You will probably be disappointed, but, you know, say la vie.
Count Dooku.
Dooku. Such an elegant Sith. Nobody really ever calls him Darth Tyrannus, you know? I wonder if he liked that, if he disliked the fact that nobody referred to him as Darth Tyrannus. I would have called him Darth Tyrannus. That's a pretty badass name. Darth Tyrannus. What's next?
Dark Sith Red.
Yeah. Kind of a cool blade style. Just doesn't make sense for Luke, you know?
Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis.
Yoda.
It's green. That makes more sense. So yeah, this one's fun. I'm looking forward to reviewing this one later on this week. So look for that premiere. I think I said it was Friday. I think it's Friday morning. So look for that one to premiere Friday morning. I will share all the joys of this. And then again, so this is Super Neo X. This is Chaoren, CHAOREN by.com. Sorry, trying to shut that off. And they have full cosplay, great selection of boots. Any boot that you could ever want, they're going to have it there. And most of their boots are under $50. These, I think, were right around $40. So look for this review coming next week. And then, of course, if I'm heading down to Disney, look for some lives and some things down there, as always. So that's it for today, y'all. I just wanted to share some of this fun new toys with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. As always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.